That is right, Quincy. Thank you so much. Now, our next guest has dedicated her work to making and building future, also uplifting voices and building a pathway for the next generations. Let's welcome to the show Onicka, Griffin, and her beautiful mother, Bernice. How are you, ladies?
We're great.
We're great.
I'm so much great because you both look beautiful, and the history that we're going to share today with our audience is amazing. Now, recently, the Virginia's Black Film Festival was released a very, very special film. Can we talk about that?
Yes, so the Virginia Black Film Festival released a film called Displaced from the Birthplace of America. And that film, a portion of that film, our great-great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, and her great-grandmother were featured because she was a pioneer in colonial Williamsburg in the early 1900s. She opened a hotel and a restaurant called a cook shop in the early 1900s. She started out as a domestic worker and became an entrepreneur.
Wow, how amazing was that? I know you say like that so much, easy, but how cool it was be one the best black woman in business to own something. So let's talk now with you, Bernice.
Yes.
Now a little bit, because you are from Colonia, Williamsburg, right?
Yes, I am.
You grew up there.
I grew up there.
How do you feel that your ancestors owned some land back in that time in the 1900s? Just tell me a little bit.
Proud.
Yes, of course.
They're proud of her determination and her achievement, her spirit, because she had overcome so many challenges, especially being a woman and a black woman.
Yes.
Yes. So, but she did own a restaurant, but she also owned a hotel which is called the Crump Hotel.
Wow.
And that was, she had bought from a man there in 1905, and actually I have the deed.
Yeah, this is amazing. Let's show the cameras right here.
Yes, we actually have
This
the
is
deed.
the original. This is a copy of
That's
the deed.
yeah,
that actually,
1905.
yes. How cool is this? This is
Yes.
when she bought the land, right?
Yes, she did. And
Oh my
and
God.
it was notarized, and so it was legal.
Yes.
So, yes.
But because we just say like this, like, everything is maybe sounds so flawless these days, but back in the time, in the 1900s, how difficult it was for your ancestor. So now,
it was a lot of challenges.
I'm sure of that. So for you, Onicka, what do you have right here?
Okay, so this is an original letter written by a family member of ours. On top, it says November 1st, 1919.
1919.
So this letter is 107 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And you keep it like that, 100
Yes.
years old. Oh my
Yes.
God, that is like
Yes.
I just have chills in my arms. That is amazing. So
Yes.
now, talking about this history, I know that we mentioned the Black Film Festival. What is actually the legacy that you want to show and share with the community here in the 757 area?
Well, the legacy is this. In that area, the Colonial Williamsburg area, there was a whole block of black businesses eventually.
Okay.
And the black businesses were taken from the people to restore Colonial Williamsburg. But this was in the early 20th century. But the thing about it was they left no black businesses there, so there were no remnants.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
It is.
That's sad because we wanted to pass that on to our black culture, but we had nothing to show.
Yes.
You know.
Well, we do have. That's what, this story is right here today.
Now it
in the
is.
Virginia Film Black Festival. Also, you
Exactly.
can share all these with all those kids that maybe are
Correct.
watching today or grew up in the
Yes.
school and they want to
Yeah.
be proud of where they're coming from,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because actually during that time, blacks had their own, this area, and it was a thriving economical and
Yes.
cultural community.
Yeah.
But it was taken away, and that's the sad part about it. So now this film is showing,
Yes.
it's showing how blacks
Yeah.
feel about it and,
Yes.
and what's going to become of it now.
And that's the most important part. I think I just reunite together and just show and talk about our ancestors and all what they went through, right?
Yes.
So now where they can see the film, I can just tell me a little bit more where people can find more information, Onicka.
So the Virginia Black Film Festival happened over the weekend.
Okay.
And also the Birthplace from America, the Displaced from the Birthplace of America film won local documentary award
Nice.
over the weekend. But June 20th, the actual full-length feature film will be displayed at William and Mary. So that's June 20th, so that's this summer.
So that's going to be during the summer and that
Yes.
weekend.
Yes.
What an amazing history. I was telling her like she needs to write a book because just with this letter that is 100 years old, girl, like you can just put a picture inside the book. It's amazing history
Yes.
to share with all the kids in the
Yes.
school. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for being with us and sharing what an amazing story about your ancestors. I love that. Thank you for coming. So do you have any social media that people want to follow you? For more info?
Yes, I am an entrepreneur, just like my great-grandmother.
Yes.
I have a 5-book children's series. I have a 5-book children's series called The Holiday Boys, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at The Holiday Boys, and my website is www.theholidayboys.com. And I am also the co-host of
Yes.
a popular podcast called Lying and Crying, and you can listen to that anywhere you listen to your podcast, and we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as Lying and Crying.
I love that. She say it all because we don't have much time to put it, but yes, she's also a podcast host. So yes, congratulations to you guys. Thank you so much for stopping today here on Living 757. We have to go to a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere because we have more going on in the show. So stay with us.